Well, good morning, everybody. It's a good day. I'm not at work. It's a fantastic day. Weather could be a little iffy here a little bit, but you know what? I'm on the river, and I'm not really fishing today. You can tell I don't have too many things behind me and not don't have my usual arsenal of poles because I am crabbing. I've got my 10 collapsible traps here, and I got a whole cooler here full of chicken necks. And I am once again on the Patuxent River. I don't mind saying where I am because that bridge is quite recognizable. It's a drawbridge. That is the Benedict Bridge. It's where I'm launching out of today. I'm not trying to burn a spot for anybody, but this is a very popular destination to launch to do some crabbing. So, well, a lot of folks that were at the ramp, there was like 7 or 8 boats at the ramp already, and a bunch of trailers that had already parked. Sorry about the wind. Wind might be about up to 10 knots today, which is whatever, but again, I don't get many days off anymore, so I am going to take advantage. Currently, wow, that's a lot. Look at that. There's a ton of fish on the bottom right there in about 25 foot of water. Wow, I'm marking that spot. I had to mark that spot. That looks spectacular. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on where the other boats are. I am only using collapsible traps here, but there are a lot of commercial guys that come out of this launch, and I don't want to set anywhere close to their trot lines or anything because that would be extremely rude, and I'm not that guy. So the spot where I usually set, there's already a boat over there running a trot line pretty much the entire thing. So what I'm looking for eventually is going to be something in the realm of 5 to 8 feet. So I am running up to another area I've never crabbed before, which is quite a ways up here actually. I've never been beyond that. I've only ever fished this cove or crabbed this cove right over here. It's actually really close to the bridge because this is the first time I've come out here with a trolling motor. I've only ever paddled. So taking advantage of the glories of technology today. But it's all good either way. I am super happy. I am highly caffeinated this morning. Had a lot of coffee this morning. But I plan on being out here for a while. And you know what? If the crabbing turns out to be a bust and I'm not able to come back and get any catfish, then I will zip to another location. It's only about 45 minutes away from here, and try and go after some bass and or snakeheads. I have literally my entire arsenal of goodies in the truck today, so whatever happens, it's gonna be a fantastic day. Anyway, now that I've kind of ranted on for several minutes now, I just want to say, hey there, how's it going? I'm Adam, this is Go-To Outdoors, and I am happy to welcome you back to another one. Let's go see what happens. All right, so low tide is about an hour and 5 minutes away from here. It is currently 7:09 in the morning. It took a while to get my stuff together, and you know, I kind of wanted to fish or crab the incoming and then the outgoing. The outgoing obviously is gonna be a very, very low tide. So again, it's August 30th. You know, no mysteries here. No mysteries about anything I do. Try and be as transparent as possible. So, yep. That's, again, I'm so happy I have that feature on this thing. But yeah, 11 foot. I'm kind of coming into a shallower area here, and I've been seeing lots of bait. I don't know if that's just schools of perch or, you know, a little peanut bunker or something. But I'm trying to keep an eye on, like over there, there's a crab pot. I believe it's crab pot. Trot line, been running pretty much all that entire side. I'm still looking for the end of that person's string. I saw one pot, probably, or a float I should say, way back up there, but again, I don't know if that's the end or if it's just their midpoint. So at a bare minimum, I'm going to be running up towards about the tip of the cove up there. So whatever happens is going to happen. And yeah, I'm starting to get back into favorable depth ranges here. 9.8. Actually, I'm much shallower than that because my transducer arm will not stay in place. If I aim it straight down, come on now. Yeah, I'm about a foot shallower than it says I am. So it's all good. But we're gonna go ahead and find a spot here. And yeah, we're gonna see what we can see. Yeah, one thing I have noticed already is there is a lot of jellyfish in the river today. So I gotta be careful of that because, Well, I got gloves I'm gonna throw on because I don't do any crabbing without gloves or anything else. I got tongs and other stuff underneath my seat gear, but I don't feel like getting stung today. Mostly because I don't feel like having to pee on my hands. I'm kidding, not really. But yeah, that's kind of what has to be done if you get stung. I don't have any ammonia or bleach on the boat, so I don't want to get stung at all. Yeah, let's just try and avoid that if at all possible. Another thing, because we are almost at dead low tide, I want to look for something that's going to be roughly about 6 foot deep, because I think when it comes back up again that it'll be about 8 foot deep. Yeah, I don't know if it's really going to be awesome. Good morning, Osprey. What do you got? You got something. Cool. Somebody's successful. That's always a good thing. All right, yep, yeah, it's really coming up quick here. So yeah, I'm gonna start dropping my traps here before too long. 6.4, yeah, this is a good line, it looks like. Yeah, we're looking good. We are looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and put that down again. See just how deep we are. Odd. Down. Either way, this is where the first trap's gonna go. So first thing, obviously, what you're gonna do is just throw the float out and make sure nothing's tangled up. And what I have here, I'm going to go over this at some other point. I've got a couple of big safety pins that I put through just some chicken necks because it's easier for me, quicker that way for me personally to rebait and do things like that. So first one, overboard, and away we go. We'll try and space these somewhat evenly. After the first one goes out, I immediately throw out the next line, just again to make sure nothing's hung up on anything. I keep my hand on it so it doesn't catch on anything behind me. Keep an eye out for where the last trap went, and I try and space them probably about 25-30 yards apart. You know, if I was in a bigger boat, I'd probably run a little bit longer distance between them, but here, it is all well and good. Again, make sure nothing's tangled up. Just keep an eye on where everything is. So yeah, I only run 10 traps just because, again, I'm on the kayak. If you have a recreational crabbing license in Maryland, you can have up to 30 of these collapsible traps, as well as an additional 1,200 foot of trot line, which is a significant amount of bait in the water and crabbing opportunities. I've never tried trot lining before. I got some of the stuff at home to give that a shot. I just haven't gotten that stuff squared away yet, because again, I don't know how to do that too well on this kayak. I've seen a lot of guys that do it on pedal kayaks. I've met a couple of them. I even watch a channel that a gentleman does it fairly often, Mock Fishing. If you've never seen that channel, go ahead and check it out. Seems like a genuinely good dude, and he does a lot of, I am not putting any garbage into the river. No thank you. I'll put that in my cooler. All garbage comes home with me. Still running about that 6 foot range. It's good stuff. I want this soaked for about 10 minutes before I come back and do my first run. A little bit shallower, 5 foot. Let's see what happens. Okay, so rinse off all that chicken juice. Stow that. And let's run back around the bottom and start on the way up. All right, coming up on the first run. Let's go see what happens. Got one. First trap. All right. We're going to be doing some culling. Out of there. Back in. Right immediately back in. First trap, baby. Heck yeah. Maybe a tad small, but we're going to work through that as the day goes on. That's why you have a crab gauge like so. Obviously, because it is after July 15th in Maryland, crabs have to be 5 1/4 inches from tip to tip on their carapace, and we can only keep males. So we're going to be working through them as we work through them. Oh, definitely one in there. That looks like a female. Looks like a female. Either way, yep, it is a female. She's going to go in, and we're going to call, do a bunch of other stuff. So, is that a dead catfish? Let's check that out while we're here. Looks like a dead catfish. There's always dead cat. No, it's a dead striper. That's unfortunate. It's a dead striped bass. Looks like it was about keeper size too. Oh, it smells terrible. Alright, so I also got a pair of tongs. We're going to be doing some culling later. So that female will be going back in the drink. We do not keep females. She's bigger than the male. Of course she is. Oh, we have first 2 traps, 2 crabs. I have a feeling I'm going to get a nice bucket of yum yum today. Right. Don't feel like I got anything in there. Nope. Just right back overboard. And I'll show you the culling process when we get to it. But right now, I'm just happy. I have a good feeling about today. I really do. I was worried with the rain last night and everything else. I thought it was going to hose up the salinity in the water, which I've noticed if it's more salty, you get more females. If it's less salty, I seem to get more males, which of course, because we're after males, it's a good thing. But we're going to find out either way. Nope. Just a lot of rinse and repeat for this process, which is okay by me. I got nothing else to do today, and I am super happy about that. This is my first, crabbing trip of the year, so I'm just happy to be out here regardless. I'm just gonna be first fresh yum yum. Nope. Sorry about the wind. I didn't want to bring the microphone out in the rain for obvious reasons. Oh yeah, it's got one. Not a big female. Darn it. Get out of there. Nope, can't keep them. No sense in bothering with it. This one, I just wanted to get out of the trap. Oh yeah. Nope, don't lose it. That's just a little guy. Maybe. I'm gonna measure him anyway. In there. Another one in here, sure. Another female, darn it. Get out of there. That female's definitely the biggest in there so far, so nah. Grumble, grumble. We're still getting something though. Not mad at that, and I got plenty of chicken necks for today. Got plenty. Nope. See, this activity right here is actually why I got the battery setup that I do for my trolling motor. That's why I run 200 amp hours with the juice, because I want to be out here for a while. And I don't feel like having to resort into paddling if I don't have to. That's a rusty male. He's going in there. He might be small, but he's still going in there. We're going to do some culling. Yeah, he's definitely small. Going to do some culling. We are seeing activity, and that makes me happy. All right, we're going to drop this back in line, and I'll see you back at the other end. Okay, so the female, like I said, right now they got to be at 5 1/4, so it's from there to there, and she's over 6. That's a heck of a good crab, but can't keep her. So how you can tell it's a female is the bottom of the carapace has what looks like the Capitol Dome, and the males that we can keep have what looks like the Washington Monument. It's a little skinny one. So that's the female, rounded cap. This is a mature female, so bye sweetheart, she's got to go back. Recreational crabbers cannot keep females. Now, males on the other hand, like this dude right here, let go. So the males have, that's that Washington Monument looking spot. This is a little male. He's a little dirty crab. I wish he was bigger. Anyway, that's lesson 1. This is not fun. Got my trolling motor wrapped up in one of my lines. Oh well, we're gonna sort it out. We're gonna be good in no time. You want to define just shy. This is the definition of, no, stop that. Get back in there. The definition of just shy. So point on there. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? If that wasn't rounded off, he'd be a keeper. But he's small anyway, so. Ow! Whoop! Crab in the boat. Get out of here. Shoot. All right. I think this one's gonna be small as well. Let go. Let go. Means this one's probably gonna be big enough. Oh yeah, he's 5.5. This one's big enough. Let go. Let go. Let go. That guy's big enough. This guy maybe just shy again. I think he's just shy. Like that. He touches. That one actually touches. Yep, keeping them both. Whatever. We're gonna see what happens. Anyway, I still gotta sort out that mess. I just wanted to get these guys sized so I can get them in the bucket. A lot of little things I gotta sort out here real quick. I was really hoping I wasn't gonna run into one of my lines this early, but these things happen. All right, run 2. Got my trolling motor issues sorted out. Do not want to hit another line because that was a pain in the butt, I might add. Grabby, grabby. Pulley, pulley. Ugh. What? Croakers. Eh, whatever. Keeping a croaker. Get out of there. Hear that? Come on. Yep, that's croaker. Little guy. Yeah, I could use him as bait later if nothing else works out with the catfish. So I'm keeping him. Good bait. They were bigger. They're actually pretty darn tasty too, but I haven't seen a good sized croaker in years. Like probably 20 years or more. Oh, there's something in here. That's probably a turtle. No, just a monster crab. That's a big boy. Get in there. Holy jeez. That is what we're after, ladies and gentlemen. That is a big old Jimmy. That is what we are after. And it's almost dead low tide too, so that's kind of surprising, to be perfectly honest. I'm just gonna run this, like I said, 5 to 8 feet. I've always had really good luck. We're at 6 foot right now. Anyway, I don't know what actually got recorded there. My camera is being a little squirrely, but got this big old honcho here. That is what we're after. It's a big old male. He's well over 6 inches, so that's a number 1. And he is definitely coming home with me. I didn't even have to measure him as soon as I brought it up. I was like, all right. This wind is picking up more than I thought it was going to. That's distressing. I hope it's not too bad for y'all. I said I make decisions on what to bring based on the weather, and I knew there was a good chance of more storms today, so I did not bring the microphone. Feels like something's in there. That's a female with no claws. Is it female? Yep, big female. No claws. So obviously you can see she's been in this shell a while because she's filthy. And she's got 2 nubs that are growing back where her claws used to be. Right there. Right there. That one actually looks fairly recently pulled off, but they could still eat just fine. She was munching in the trap and she's good to go. There, sweetheart. Good luck. Get those claws back. Always use some more crabs. But, you know, the commercial guys can keep the sallies, but we can't. We keep the jimmies. They keep the sallies. Whatever. It's not like once they mature, they don't breed again, so it's not like it's much of a point to throwing them back. Another big female. There's a lot of females in the water today. Darn it. Can't keep them. But there's plenty of crabs in the traps, just not the ones I want. Not big old jimmies like this guy right here. Definitely want some more of them. Nothing. Yeah, just threw a knot into there. Oh well, it happens. Hopefully by next year I'll have my big boat fixed up enough to do this from the big boat. A lot more traps and maybe even try my hand at trot line. There's something in there. Nope. Don't know why that felt different. Cormorant just came up in the middle of my spread. Probably going after those croakers down there. Coming up on the bottom of the line. Alright, first one on this one. He's a little guy. Get out of here, buddy. Out of my stuff. Don't want the little ones. Can't keep them. Don't want them. One's in there for sure. Two. Keep the big male. Female can go. Come on, female. Get out of here. Male, you're staying with me. You are staying with me. A double. Gotta love a doubler. That tastes good. That tastes really good later. Another big female. That female. Darn it. Go away. Leave my stuff alone. They're picking that apart. Oh, my gauge fell overboard. Probably should have noticed that sooner. Well, 4 keepers so far is not exactly a spectacular total. For this is my 3rd run. Again, I've only got 10 traps, so percentage-wise, I'm doing okay. But I just wish there was more going on. Wish there was more going on. These crabs don't get scared by a hull slap. There's one. Female. Darn it. No knots. I did throw a knot in there. See? It's that quick how it can happen. That was a pain to pick out later, so I tried to do it on the fly. And there you go. I'm gonna head back down and go for another run. Another 1 keeper. Big keeper. It looks like I am far enough away. What you want to be is at least 100 yards away from anybody else that's out on the water. Obviously they're crabbing way in the distance over there. And that pot right there, you probably can't even see it on the GoPro, is my last pot in the string, so, or my last trap in the string. So we got plenty of room between us and them. They look recreational just like myself. What I do not mess with whatsoever is commercial guys. I mean, they're out here, they're trying to make a living, trying to feed their families, so I don't even go anywhere close to their stuff. Just out of principle. It looks like that's the end of their line. That float right out there, that's a good distance away. That's probably 300, 400 yards. So we're good to go there. I kind of like this spot right here off Peak Point though. It's working for me so far. This is not fair weather fishing, I'll tell you. Not at all. So the commercial guy I ran into this morning was in good spirits. Had some good tunes going. He's out here having a good time and making a living. Those already been fairly stripped. Do another hands-on example in the next one. Come up alongside it. I like to pull from the left side, obviously, because I got my transducer arm and my paddle and everything on the right side. I usually, if I'm just paddling, I keep my paddle on the left, but for right now I got it on the right just to try and streamline the process. That way I can keep my hand on the steering and everything for the trolling motor and have this hand free to just rush up and go ahead and grab the float. 1, 2, there's one in there. No, there isn't. What do you know? Plop. I'm just out of practice. I don't know what an empty trap feels like. It's kind of embarrassing. Got 4 crabs. If I get 1 crab per run, I mean, I'll take it. I got no problem with that. Yeah, there's a Jimmy. Big old Jimmy. Get in there. Get in there. You're coming home with me. Yep, caught on him. GoPro. That was awful. Man, that was a comedy of errors right there. Let's not do that again. Yep, he's probably right at the 5 1/4 mark. I'll measure him before I throw him back in the thing, but he is rusty, so even though he's a little on the small side, he is going to be chock full of meat. Oh, there's one in there. No, jellyfish. See, that's what I was worried about. That is those nasty, snotty, ugh, great. That's what I don't want on my stuff. I definitely don't want to get slapped with it there as it's in the wind, but that's also why I got all my gloves and everything else on. Just got a tentacle left, now it's gone. So clean that off. Oh, whatever. There it is. That's those gnarly jellies. I got zapped by a couple of them. It's not like it's you know, life-alteringly painful, but man, you definitely don't want it. It's uncomfortable. But I felt something in that one. Unfortunately, that was just a big old booger. I don't want a booger. I don't think there was a single time last year when I was out that I actually caught any jellyfish in the trap, but I saw so many when I was coming up here today that I had a feeling they were going to become an issue for me. And well, I was right. Sometimes I don't like being right, but I'm fully covered as much as I can be except for my fingertips, so hopefully, fingers crossed, whatever, I will not have to worry about a sting. Oh, yeah. Get in there. Get in there. Get in there, big boy. That's another big boy. Only got one claw, but I don't care. Yeah, be nice. Make friends. You're gonna be in there a while. It's working out to be one per run. That's a paperweight, but I'm gonna measure him anyway. It's a very light crab. Get out of there. Paper crabs, paper trash. They're freshly molted. There's not a lot of meat in there, but they do work pretty well as bait. Maybe using them for something. They also peel really easy, so if you got kids with you, they won't have to fight it at all. They won't have to fight any of that nonsense when it comes to peeling those crabs, because they're not full of meat and they peel out pretty easy. Always. Another good one. Bring this one up a ways as well. I got 3 that run. I'll take 3. I'll take 3 any day of the week when it comes to single run. Alright, where's the other one? I'll go ahead and dump her. Right, chow. Alright, back down. Let's start again. This was the only one I was kind of questioning, but I think he'll go. I think he will go. Oh yeah, he's 5 3/4. He more than makes it. Alright, so doing pretty good today. 4 keepers, or 3 keepers on that run, 4 more total for the box, so I think I got 7 total. And some of these, like this boy, he's big and rusty. That rusty color on the bottom of them. Yeah, that's what we want. Let go, let go. Right, so when people say rusty, this is what they mean. This color right here, he's obviously he's been in there a while, been in this shell for quite a while. Yeah, he's good and hard, good and full of meat. Yep, good rusty crab. This guy, he's been in there a little while. He's got some rust on him, like some algae growth anyway. Let go. Yeah, punk. Let go. Anyway, he's super blue. Super blue, super pretty. He's gonna go in. This is that light crab that I was talking about. They're both kind of light, but one more so than the other. He's got a little dirt to him. Not much, but he's still big enough to keep. He got kind of crunched by one of the others in there. His shell's a little cracked, but he is still 5 3/4. So he's still plenty big enough to go home with me. Hey, buddy. So that's the process I go through after every couple runs. You know, I don't have a big pile of them to go through, but I like to call them out and make sure I got everything. Stay 100% legal, stay within the bounds of things, and we're good to go there. Even if I only bring home like 2 dozen today, that's fine with me. So I can steam a couple, save some for later. It's easy to re-steam. I like my crabs either, you know, super hot and fresh, or I like them cold. I'll have them later on. That's something in there. Nope, it's not. What? That one was empty. That almost felt like a turtle slipped out of there, because there was like I felt a clunk. So either a big old crab got out of there right as I was pulling it up, or a turtle slipped out. If we're lucky, I'll catch another turtle for you. I'll be able to show you another diamondback terrapin, because I love those turtles. I think they're beautiful. There's so many different colors. I mean, I caught 4 or 5 of them last year in my traps, and they're just beautiful little turtles. Female. Get in my trap. Stop eating my bait. Get out of there, sweetheart. Get, move, shoot, shoot. Love you, but don't want you. Big old female. Get out of there. I don't like that. I don't want the females. Can't keep them. Go away. So we're definitely getting plenty of activity in the traps. Just what they're not what we want. We want the big old jimmies. Big old males, preferably number ones, which are 6 inches and up. That would be nice. Get a whole basket full of those bad boys and bring home for the steamer. Something definitely stripping those. I'm just not getting them. There's tiny little crabs that slip out, or I don't know, maybe it's turtles. There are a ton of terrapins in this water, I know that. There are a ton of them. He's just a little guy, not even worth it. I'm not even gonna bother measuring him. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, got another croaker. Got another croaker. Gonna join your buddy in the bait pile. All right, back down to the bottom. All last year I was doing this with nothing but a paddle. I'll tell you what, after doing about 8 hours of running your lines, it'll take it out of you. The croakers might be what's stripping my bait, not the crabs. But the reason I like to use those safety, or the big old like safety pin things to keep my chicken necks on there, because you can just run that pin right through the neck bones, like right up the spinal column of that chicken neck, and it stays on there. So even if there's just like a bone, I've actually caught crabs just on like the barest shard of bone. Just when I was using the snoods in the traps before, I decided to put those things on there, the safety pins on there. So if there's any scent whatsoever, if the tide's running, there's enough crabs, you'll still catch them on even like one vertebra of a chicken neck. So even if they're stripped clean, yeah, if I notice things start slowing down, if I'm not getting the females, if I'm not getting any crabs whatsoever, then I'll take those off and I'll redo my baits, because chicken necks are cheap. And they still cost about twice what they did last year, but chicken necks are cheap, and I got tons of them at home because I plan on doing a lot of crabbing through September, early October. Those are my favorite times to do any crabbing. Last year I probably filled up, you know, 6 or 7 bushels, and that's just using the exact same setup I got here without even having a motor. That was just me running it with a paddle. So as long as you're patient, put in your time, find a decent spot and find where the crabs are. I mean, as long as you feel like putting in the work, you can bring home a good feed. Big old basket of yum yum. Man, I'm so excited. I love crabbing so much. I love crabbing. And like until last year, like I hadn't done any crabbing in probably 20 years. And I just never had a way to do it. I never thought about going crabbing. And it's just one of those core memories, you know, me and my dad and my buddy and his dad, we were, you know, at their place right on the bay. And this was probably when I was like 14, 15. And yeah, we were crabbing at night in probably like a 10 foot, no, I think it might have been a 12 foot, you know, 1236 John boat. A little like 5 or 6 horsepower motor on it. And we might have had about an inch of freeboard above the water, like. We were just dropping chicken necks on hand lines, and we were bringing them up, we were throwing them at each other. I mean, it was probably the dumbest thing we probably ever could have done, but it was so much fun, and we got plenty to feed the families and just had a good time doing it. And that stuck with me. And I was like, crabbing is just so fun. The fact you go out, just goof off, have a good time. It doesn't take serious gear, it doesn't take anything fancy. I mean, like I said, a hand line with a chicken leg on it, like just a drummy. Just throw that out there. If you're patient, crab's gonna come find it. You draw it in, and either sling them over the side of the boat, or you get yourself a net and bring them in that way. But you know, or you can use these collapsible traps. You can use the little ring nets with the double ring nets with the net on them. And there's gotta be something in there. Big old female again. Yeah, big old rusty female. Yeah, all the way up to the crab pots. Like I said, I've never done any trot lining. That's something I really want to try sometime. But that's definitely, you know, on the short list of things I want to learn how to do. because I know it's an effective way to catch a bunch of crabs fairly quickly. So if I wanted to crab in the morning and then go after snakeheads in the afternoon, I'd be able to go do that. Even though that's probably what I'm gonna end up doing today anyway. I'm kind of surprised at the sheer number of females I'm pulling up. Never really a problem last year. Big old female again. Out there. Yep, get off my camera. Yep. Hello. Looks like we got another boat trying to come in here and kind of cut in. I did notice that was a bit of a problem last year. I'd have some guys just run right up on me, lay lines right through my traps. And I'll tell you, that was annoying. Because at the time I couldn't get out of the way. I had a paddle. I could still, my top speed right now is only about 3.5 miles an hour loaded down like this. So these folks that come rolling in doing top speed and kind of push you out of your spot, it's unfortunate. That's why I will not go crabbing on a weekend though, because it's just it begs that kind of crap to happen. When you get too many people on the water. I don't go very far from the launch. The launch is right there. I don't go very far from the launch just because I don't have the equipment to do that. I don't have a boat or anything like that that can really make the longer runs. Probably next year I will, but right now I don't. Just be courteous. Try and be courteous. I don't know why he did the loop down there by the other guy, but maybe they're sensitive to the fact that there are other people running gear here. There's one. Hey buddy, you're coming home with me. Get in there. Just crabbing 2.5 runs. We'll take them. Gotta measure them, but we'll take them. Hey buddy, get in there. Oh, you know what? Oh, that's a crab in my feet. That could get real crappy right quick. Come here, you. All right, next trap. Well, that was a big croaker. That was a good sized croaker in that. It might have been about 7 or 8 inches long. That would have been one heck of a bait. So yeah, gotta shoot real quick. Do not let them get out, because I'm going to try and collect some more of that for bait. I don't have a cast net, don't have a little rod with me. All my rods are for catfish or snakeheads. That might be what I felt in my traps bringing them up. And I thought it was, finally gets up here and it's empty. Because if they just slip out the side like that, when there's just a little bit of tension drop on the lines, yeah, that can really fool you. I know I'm not crazy. Well, I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. It's another big female. Get out of my trap, sweetheart. Get out of my trap. They're running straight up and down the river like I am. Nope. So those are almost stripped. Those have had some activity on them. Huh. But I can't tell if that's, croaker action or if that's like little tiny dinkopotamus crabs. Who knows? Until I get them in the trap, I ain't gonna know. Something in there. Not much. See, that's that little dinkopotamus. That's a tiny. See if I can give you a little bit of an example of something here real quick. Because I think, don't you dare snap me, you little turd burglar. Ouch, ouch. Fine, whatever, you can grab my glove, I don't care. Let go, let go. What are you? Yep, that's an immature female. That's kind of what I wanted to show you. Let go. Come on, sweetie. Let go. Fine, do it the hard way. I don't care. I'm just trying to give an example of something. So that is an immature female. The triangle shape right there, that's an immature female. They're out in this water looking for some of those big jimmies, and the big males will protect them and breed with them, and they will make lots of little baby crabs. But yeah, I'm gonna grab this one real quick. Throw her back. And nothing in there, of course. But yeah. So the little immature females like that are the important ones to let go, because they're the ones that are going to be breeding. They're the ones that are going to be making more, bigger, better, awesome crabs. Anyway, she went back. You saw me yeet her unceremoniously back into the drink because I can't keep them anyway. Now you are probably thinking, you know, why are there, you know, female crabs if you go to the grocery store? Say you go to like the international market that sells live blue crabs or any like fishmonger or something like that. You're like, oh well, they've got the females. Well, commercial folks can keep them. A lot of the females you're going to see, a lot of crabs that are actually in the area that aren't specifically marketed as, you know, Chesapeake Bay blue crabs or Maryland blue crabs, are actually shipped up from like Louisiana and Florida, because they don't have, I know Florida, they don't have any real size regulations. I know Louisiana, you can keep, you know, males and females with pretty much whenever you want to. It's not a problem. But different regulations for different states. Like the females up here you cannot keep. The females down there you probably can. I'm not an expert, you know, I don't claim to be. I've never done any crabbing in those areas, so you know, I'm just going off of what I've seen on YouTube videos and what I've read online some places. But you know, regs change all the time, so always want to keep track of that kind of thing. Another big old female. So that's what I was talking about. When the females get that, ouch, she pinched me through the trap. Well played, sweetheart, well played. When the females get that rounded carapace like that, that's, you know, when they know they're mature and in my trap against my will. Get out of there. Can't keep them. Yeah, I would much appreciate it if they did not kind of run in on my stuff. If they start dropping right there, that is a little bit close for my taste. Little dude with no arms. Strong though. Oh, he's got a adorable little nubs grow. Oh, they're soft. All right, this right here, just pulled up. It's a little male. He's got no arms left, but these little nubs, they are super soft. Those are his new claws growing back. So they can regrow after they have traumatic injury or they drop them or whatever. So he's doing okay right now. He was still eating the chicken in the trap without any arms. He's just, that's cool. That is cool. Huh. I'm gonna get a picture of that actually. Cute little guy. Later, buddy. It's all good. But yeah, these folks, whatever, it's public water. It is public water. I just kind of hope for a little more courtesy than that, you know, not getting set a trot line within, you know, 100 and maybe 120 yards of my stuff. But I'm gonna end up rebaiting my traps as I go along in the next one. I'm gonna start kind of right underneath the bridge there. I've had pretty good luck there in the past. All right, I have reset my gear. I am far closer to the bridge this time around. I got more or less a straight line and about a 6.5 foot range. So shade deeper than I was earlier. So by the time tide comes back in, the front water is probably going to be about 7.5 foot, 8 foot. But yeah, just gonna go ahead and park it here for a moment And yeah, those individuals that kind of high hold me on that one, they've already picked up their gear and moved on. So whatevs. Looks like they're moving a good ways upriver. Just fine by me. All right, swung back around. I think my traps are spread out about 150 yards or so, give or take. I get them spaced a little bit closer than I used to, but we're just gonna see what happens. This is testing. If I got to pick them all up and move them again, that's fine. Just takes a couple minutes, which is all well and good. Little male, I'm gonna save him for measurement anyway. Yeah, I can already tell he's tiny, but still. We call after we make the run, and the fact that, you know, I just dropped these traps. They haven't been in the water 5 minutes, and I've already got 2 crabs on this string. That's a pretty good sign. Big female. I don't know, she is big. Hey, pretty. Ouchie. Let go. Yeet. And little dinky dude. Yeah, you are way too small. I ain't even gonna bother measuring you. You're going back. You are way too small. Another female. Out of my traps. I don't want you. Got more females today. Another big old female. Dang it. I want the big males. Save the number of #1 females I've gotten today, man. There's boogers. Feels like another one. Yep, another female. Ah, that was a jellyfish. Oh, great. That was not fun. The old snot rocket. That doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel good at all. Yeah, tip of my finger. Got that one. Great. All right, I got like 7 females on that run. And a jellyfish. Dang it. Well, let's run them again. That really hurts. Yeah, I'd reach the bottom of that trap. I got 3 fingers underneath that jellyfish. Not my finest moment. Doesn't feel like anything. Yep, nothing worth it. He's just a little guy. You know, she went up the side of the mesh. He was that small. Just a little guy. I'll take him. It'll be a measure, but I'll still take it. All right. So he is just over 5 1/4. He's a keeper. He's a little guy, but that is a keeper. Just measured him when I was switching out batteries, so he's good to go. So yeah, this is just a good spot all around. Not secret. You know, I'm not trying to gatekeep this spot. It's about as public as it gets. And I know every dang car coming up here can see me and knows what I'm doing. So yeah, this over here on that side is just like a shore launch. Little spot I've seen a lot of people go fishing there. That side is actual boat concrete launch. Oh yeah. Nope, nothing. So that launches with the big boats. I've usually dumped in on this side. You know, I'll just park the truck over there and, you know, drag my stuff right to the shore. That way I don't even have to fuss with the big rigs, and it's right here. You know, I was paddling. I just had to go a couple hundred yards and boom, I'm crabbing. That still really stings. I don't like those jellyfish. They're not fun. Bowl of, you know, chunk of the snot from one on the bottom of the boat right now. That little guy. Still gonna measure. Still gonna measure. Oh no, he's definitely not big enough. See, the side of his shell's chipped. I guarantee he's not gonna make it, because even if they have a chipped shell, it does not count. You can't just imagine where the tip of that thing is gonna be. Top across the back is about the same size as the other one, but he will not make length. Because he's missing that tip right there. I know for a fact he ain't gonna make it. Yeah. He would have been small anyway. He's just a little guy. Rawr. Hey, buddy. Oh yeah. Get in there. Get in there. Let go. How in the heck? Anyway, that was weird. 2 and 1. Not really too much size to them. They're gonna have to get a measure, but hey, got 2 in 1 trap. I'll take it. That one feels good too. A big female. That is a monster female. Too bad can't keep her. Dang, that was a big one. She probably weighed as much as both of these little males combined. Oh, I got possibly 2. I think I only got 1, maybe a keeper. These are both kind of dinky guys. Come on, we're gonna get a big male in this one. Big male, big money, big money. Dang, you know, I said it. There we go. There's a male. Let's keep her. Don't have to measure that one. Ha! I call that a win. Female. Enough darn females today. That's more than I think I've ever caught at this spot. Last one, good luck. Last one, good luck. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, I'm not measuring you. Last one, good luck. I'll take it. Righty. I just pulled up like 4 jellyfish in this one. There's a big one right there. You see the snot that's left over. Ugh, gross. Anyway, oh God, touch my leg. This stuff does not feel good. Get off of there. That's not on my line now. Get off. That's at the bottom of there. Oh, this is gonna suck. These jellyfish tentacles are not great. They're not fun. Not really a fan of them. Knew that was going to be a problem today. I did. Yeah, that sucked. It's not my idea of a good time. One on the side of the leg especially got my attention. Big female again. Big female. Get out of there. I don't think he'll measure. If he does, it's gonna be just barely. Come here, come here. Don't be a jerk. He'll keep. Like I said, just barely. Let go. Oh, well, guess he's not keeping anyway. Damn it. That was stupid, Adam. That was real stupid. Shot yourself in the foot on that one. That was a keeper. That was stupid. Real dumb. I hate losing crabs when it's something I do that's really dumb. You know, if they come out of the trap at the end, whatever. That's good for them. But if it's something I do, I don't like it. Another croaker. Another croaker. Three croakers for bait now. Catching croakers in crab traps. That's pretty funny. Little. Come on, give me some bigs. Give me some bigs. Okay, big old dark male and a hey ho silver, away. I'm dropping that back in there. You are going overboard because you're a female, can't keep you, and you big booger, are getting in there. Oh yeah, he's big enough. Well, let's just make sure that's about as dirty and rusty as you're going to find here in the Patuxent River, in my experience. And he's 5 3/4. All right, get in there. Let's go back. It's not the. See, I think that the rain might have hosed things up just a little bit when it comes to salinity. So I'm seeing a lot more of the females and not a lot of the males. Definitely not the size of numbers that I'm expecting, but you know, who knows? Could just be early season yet. Nope. Just another snot rocket. Ugh, look at all that snot. Ugh. That's gnarly. I don't like that. Those things tend to hurt. So the crabbing is definitely slowed down, which is weird because this is an incoming tide. The water's coming this direction. I would expect more out of an incoming tide, to be perfectly honest. Not just all these darn jellyfish. You're probably little, but you're gonna get measured anyway. I'm at that point. Yeah, he's definitely little. You alright there, buddy? Yeah, he's definitely little. What? Nope, you're little. Bye. Okay, so packed up. Not the biggest haul today, for crabs anyway. I managed to get 17, and I mean, that's not bad. Could not, hold please. Anyway, sorry about that. So all the commercial crabbing dudes, they're starting to pull out of the water. We got some recreational showing up, but yeah, something was off. Could not get away from the females out there. Managed to get 17 males. All keepers, all measured up, all good to go. And yeah, if I was able to keep females, probably would have gone home with close to a bushel. I just could not get away from them. So it is all good. We are calling that audible. Got the crabs cooled off. They're under a towel, so they should be good to go for a while. Air temp's only 76, so I'm going to throw a couple ice cubes on top of the towel I got them under, and they should be good for a while. But I'm gonna go another spot and try to do a little bit more fishing today. I don't know if it's gonna be blue cats or what, but we're gonna see what's up. And for the time being, I'll be back when we get there. All right, the crabs are cooked, the crabs are picked, and I'm tired. All good to go. Showered up, had a great meal. But yeah, so managed to actually bring home and cook 15. 2 of them unfortunately died in transit, and you don't mess with dead crabs. I know there's a trick, you can pull the legs, and if they retract, they're still good to go. These ones are well beyond that. When a crab is dead and you start seeing orange, like right above where the gills are on the shell, when they're dried out, it means they are well beyond eating. So don't even mess with, just chuck them out. But that being said, it was a good day. A lot of jellyfish. That's a first for me when I was actually crabbing. I've never seen that many jellyfish in that part of the river before. But I think that had to do something with the salinity of the water. I know it's been a very dry year. We haven't had a lot of rain, and I don't know if that's actually affected how the water salinity is, up and down the Patuxent River there. But also notice a lot more females. I don't know if it's, any number of things could be affecting it, but I might try a different place next time I go out, but that's a video for another time. But just had a good time. First crabbing trip of the year. It's August 30th. September 1st is a couple days away, and September is big rusty crab season. That's when I want to be going out and get a lot more crabs, get some more meat in the freezer for next year, because I usually just end up eating a couple and then picking the rest and then vacuum packing it for later, because you never know. Sometimes you might have middle of December, you want to have some crab rangoons with some fresh caught crab meat, and that is what I want to prepare for, because there's nothing like the home cooked meal. Especially if it's something you worked for, you foraged, you gathered yourself. It just makes everything taste so much better, and it's a lot cheaper. But we're gonna be going out again very shortly. I got a couple of days until my next day off, and in the meantime I'm gonna try and find a different place to go. But for right now, I'm gonna turn in, because it's been a long day, and that's really about all I got for you today. So like I always say, thanks again for watching. Make sure you find a reason to smile today, and I'll catch you in the next one.